I want to tell you a story that I will never forget. It happened a few years ago, and to this day, I still don't know how to explain what I saw. At the time, I was living in a small city, working a stressful job, and I felt completely drained. My girlfriend and I thought we needed a break, so we booked a small wooden cabin up in the mountains for the weekend. The cabin was advertised as remote, quiet, and peaceful, and it really was. It sat right in the middle of a dense forest, with no neighbors anywhere nearby. The only way to get there was a long, narrow dirt road that twisted through the trees for miles. When we arrived, the weather was calm. The cabin itself was cozy. A little fireplace, a small kitchen, one bedroom. Nothing fancy, but it felt safe. We unpacked, made some food, and just enjoyed the silence. But the second night, everything changed. That evening, the sky grew dark faster than usual. A storm was coming in. The wind howled through the trees, and rain hammered against the roof. We lit some candles and decided to play cards at the kitchen table, trying to ignore the constant rumbles of thunder. At around 10 p.m., the power went out completely. No lights, no sound but the storm. We laughed it off at first. It was part of the adventure. But then I noticed something outside. Each time lightning flashed, for just a split second, I thought I saw something near the tree line. A shape, a person, maybe. But when the light faded, it was pitch black again. The first time, I thought it was my imagination. The second time, I froze. The third time, I said quietly, "Did you see that?" My girlfriend nodded. She had seen it too. We both got up and went to the window. The rain blurred everything. But when lightning struck again, there it was. A figure, standing still at the edge of the forest. Not moving, just watching. I wanted to believe it was another hiker, maybe someone lost in the storm. But something about the way it stood, perfectly still, it didn't feel right. We decided to lock the doors, just in case. Minutes passed. The thunder rolled. The storm grew worse. Then, another flash of lightning. The figure was closer, no longer at the tree line, now halfway across the clearing, still not moving. My girlfriend whispered, "What the hell is that?" Her voice shook. I didn't answer. My chest felt tight, my throat dry. Another flash, closer. It was now just a few feet away from the porch. I grabbed the fireplace poker and told her to stay behind me. We waited, staring into the blackness, listening to the storm. But when the next lightning came, there was nothing. The clearing was empty. Relief washed over me, but only for a moment. Because then, through the sound of the rain, we heard it. Knock, knock, knock. Someone was at the door. Slow, heavy, deliberate. We didn't move. We didn't even breathe. Then silence. Another flash lit up the window. And this time, the figure was standing right outside the glass, its face pressed against it, pale and distorted, eyes too wide, watching us. My girlfriend screamed. I yanked her away from the window, and we barricaded the door with the table, every piece of furniture we could push against it. For the rest of the night, we sat in the corner of the room, clutching the poker, listening as footsteps circled the cabin. Sometimes close, sometimes farther away, always moving, always there. At some point, I must have blacked out, because I woke up to weak sunlight streaming through the curtains. The storm was gone. The cabin was quiet. I thought maybe we imagined it. Maybe it was some nightmare. But when I stepped outside, I saw them. Footprints, huge, muddy footprints. They circled the cabin again and again, and then stopped right in front of the bedroom window. We left that morning and never went back. I don't know who or what we saw that night, but I do know this. If you ever rent a cabin in the woods and a storm rolls in, do not look outside when the lightning strikes, because you might see something, and it might see you too.